me, I just feel like it's a little bit too late. I feel like Woody Harrelson in 2012. Remember that movie? And Woody Harrelson played that character that predicted the end of the world. And it's like, hey, man, I tried to tell everybody. I tried to let you know that this was coming. Now everybody wants to prep. Now everybody's saying, what do we do? How do we stop this? What can we tell our congressmen? Can we call Congress? And I'm like, listen, it's great. I'm happy that you made it this far. I appreciate you signed the apology form. It's a little late in the game for that. The Antichrist is president. Okay. The Antichrist is president. The red heifer has been born. We are at war with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. At this point, reasonably, what really do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going? This is the end game. This is it. People are coming to the show now in 2026. The bombs have already dropped. Purim was last month, and people go, Mr. Fuentes, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? I'm like, I told you not to vote for Trump. The Antichrist was on the ballot. They practically said, Antichrist 2024, Gog and Magog and Armageddon. Like, you voted for this. I told you not to. Now you ask me, what can we do? Well, it's too late. There's nothing that can be done. So, for the past 6 weeks, we're talking about the latest, the developments, the updates, and so forth. But honestly, I'm like, guys, we just got to go into the mountains. It's time. It's time to go into the nuclear bunker. It's time to go to New Zealand. It's just time to get a clue. It's getting a little too real, and maybe it's just time to face the music. Maybe it's time to face reality. Okay, this is it.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late for all of that crying and all of that moaning and all of that. Oh, what shall we do? Who shall we turn to? It's a little bit too late for all of that, especially for those of you who vouched for all of this up until this point, right? I seen the writing on the wall from the get-go. When dude first got into office and I seen him violating the Constitution. When I seen him trying to override the rule of law, I was like, nah, that ain't it. Nah, I seen the moment he got in office, I was like, yeah, he's about to renege. As soon as he stepped into office, I was like, and when he started signing all these executive orders and, ICE, yep, let's get them and just throw them in camps. And I seen people vouch for it. I was like, yeah, we done. Once people started to make excuses to violate rule of law, when people started to make excuses to violate the same constitutional rights that you claim to be so much for, right? That you claim, we the land of the free, home of the brave. Half of you can't even tell me what's in the Bill of Rights. The same Constitution that y'all so-called, we got to defend the Constitution. It's the same Constitution that y'all was willing to step on. The same Constitution that y'all was willing to spit on. The same competition that y'all was willing to piss on. I don't want to hear it no more. Right? And I don't even like Nick Fuentes, but I use him to make a point. It's kind of astounding that, enemies are coming around to be like, Trump ain't it, my boy. Trump is not it. In fact, I hate his guts because he stands for nothing. He's a characterless, immoral dictator at this point, and he's accomplishing nothing. I would see if he was actually making the American people's lives better. But this mofo is literally making our lives live in hell while at the same time trying to make other people's lives live in hell. Yeah, this is what y'all voted for. And then you still have cucks online defending this like Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is the biggest cuck in history. I bet if he gets invited to the White House, I'm sure he's slapping his own ass like, yeah, Trump, look at this booty. Go ahead and take what you want. Yeah. Anton is a type of Anton and the like of others, right? Plenty of other conservatives in the space, right? Still vouching for this nonsense, still talking about this nonsense, right? When at this point it's indefensible. It is indefensible. You can't even defend this anymore. This is a madman gone wild, right? He's gone rogue. This is a rogue president. This is a rogue agent. How do you defend this? Please, somebody tell me in the comment section. How do you defend this? And here come the cucks. Here come the cuckazoids. Here come y'all. Well, if Kamala got in, it'll be 10 times better. Bro, you see that bridge over there? You see that bridge over there? Do me a favor. All right? Do me a favor. I just fill in the blank. Go do me a favor. All right? You same cucks keep making the same argument instead of making a logical point. Right? Instead of making a logical point. What Kamala have gotten us here, we don't know. We absolutely don't know. That is a stupid argument, right? An irrational argument because we quite frankly do not know. Could we still be in the same predicament? Maybe so. If the same people are pulling the strings, and this was what they were going to pull, no matter who got in office, then hey, maybe you do have a point. But in its entirely, you don't have a point because we just will never know. And I would venture to say, maybe we wouldn't have been in this point to this point, right? I would venture to say maybe we wouldn't have got up into this point of destruction, of literally like ripping away the fabric of the United States of America. I want y'all to understand something. We're not coming out of this unscathed. America is not coming out of this unscathed at all. Trump literally, in less than 2 years, right, has undid probably a century worth of partnerships, allies, trust, and global dominance. And just cohesiveness with other countries, other leaders. No one will forget this. And like I've said before, many countries have already been looking to create their own sovereignty away from Western dominance in the first place. Right? They've already been trying to do that to get from up under the thumb of America's dominance. They've already been trying to do that. This was the perfect segue. You even have Europe turning their back. Like, y'all on your own. This mofo tried to drag everybody into a war, an unnecessary war. Completely unnecessary. And for those of you, well, man, Iran and, what if they attack us and all of that stuff, bro? Did y'all learn anything from the Iraq and Afghanistan war? Weapons of mass destruction. Bush, where are those weapons of mass destruction? You still have not answered us yet. Bush, where are those weapons of mass destruction? We were over there for my whole life. We were in Iraq and Afghanistan 20 plus years. Right? My whole entire life. My lifespan, we were in Iraq and Afghanistan. And honestly, we were over there before that because of the Gulf Wars and all of that. We've been over there. Where are the weapons of mass destruction? So as y'all can clearly see, the United States has no problem with lying to you, clearly. They have no problem with propagandizing your mind. They have no problem whatsoever. So what makes you think that they're not doing the same exact thing right now? Telling you, and then this administration, they're not. Come on, bro. They're not truth. They're not truth worthy. They're not. You can't trust these mofos. Trump, every time he get on the stand, he lie. Anytime anybody in that administration get on TV, they tell plain Jane lies. Like the American public is stupid. Well, most of y'all are. But, you know. And this is where how we got here. Ignorance. How we got here. Racism, got to call a fact a fact. How did we get here? Just pure, just people being oblivious to what's right in front of them. Right? People don't want to deal with reality. People don't want to deal with the consequences of their actions. Right? That's all across the board. People don't want to accept responsibility for their lives. Right? So we blame everybody else. We look for somebody else to tackle our problems. Right? Many of you thought that Trump was going to be some saving grace. Many of you fake Christians, right? You thought he was your God. Right? Some of y'all still got Trump. Y'all replace y'all Jesus picture with Trump. Yeah. That's how we got here. Pure ignorance. Right? This is what happens when a country, like, it fails to educate its people. This is what happens when parents don't properly teach their kids character. This is what happens when parents don't teach their kids, real history. Right? This is what happens when the parents don't teach their kids how to respect all people, regardless of background, race, religion, orientation. Right? This is what happens. When people think they are above another people, this is what happens. This is the kind of monster that it breeds. So America, this is what you deserve. This is what you deserve, America. This is literally the production. This is literally the product. Right? Trump is a product of America. Right? He is the product of mass ignorance. He is the product of mass debauchery. He is the product of mass people with no character who don't stand for anything. Right? And I talk about this all the time on the channel. Most people, men out here, don't stand for nothing. Can't stand on their own 2 feet for nothing. Have no character, no backbone. Despicable human beings. Right? I'm just calling how I see it. So Trump is literally the product of what's going on in mass. So don't get mad. Get glad, little ninja. Get glad. Because this was in the making. This was in the making. This was a long time coming. Right? For you free speech, enthusiasts, right? This is what happens when you let somebody continue to talk out of the side of their neck. This is what happens when you continue to let somebody speak in such a manner, because words turn into intentions. Intentions turn into actions. And we already know after actions, there are consequences. And there's a reason why you have many countries, including in Europe, where words are literally words. What you say can literally be used against you. Or they are banned, or they are, dictated by the law. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. Because words eventually turn into intentions. For you Bible thumpers, where are you Christians? Where are you dumbfounded, confused, as conflicted, as fake as Jesus followers? Where are y'all? Where are you Bible thumpers at? Right? I really want to talk to you Bible thumpers. You fake Bible thumpers. I really want to talk to you because literally Literally at the beginning of the Bible. Genesis. Genesis. In the beginning was the Word. Oh my God. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was made flesh. Y'all don't want me to go on a whole tangent because I would literally tear you Christians apart because you don't stand for anything. Oh, America's a Christian nation. Bullshit. 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 In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was made flesh. The Bible literally warned against how you use your tongue. But, oh yeah, it's free speech. We can say whatever we want to. Christians are saying this. So I don't take you serious. And this is why this nation will fall. It's just inevitable. It's inevitable. That's why your boy Nick Fuentes was like, bro, I don't know what y'all want me to say. I'm on the same boat. I'm on the same boat. What do you want me to say? Right? Most people are oblivious. Some people are oblivious. Then you have other people who are just idiots. You got other people who are just what else should be said? What else should be said? Well, what do we do? Link is in the description. Come and join the family. I'll show you exactly what to do. Because this Mad King, he's gonna take his route, and you got to prepare for the after effect of it, the after pill. Exactly. You got to prepare for the after effect of it, because America's not going to bounce back. America's not going to bounce back. Not from this. Not from this. This our legacy. It took it out of all the history. Out of all the history, building this up, right? Regardless of America's past, just building this up to where it's at now, and to allow one man to take the whole ship down. And nobody's standing up to it. I don't respect your uniform officer. I don't respect your uniform soldier. I don't respect the authorities of America. Miss me with respect. I don't respect none of you. You allowed this. None of you stood for nothing. Right? And I'm not finna be the black sheep who's finna the sacrificial lamb. To hell with that. I'm getting my bag and run like everybody else. I'm getting my bag and run. Ain't saving you ninjas. Ninjas can't even tie your shoes up right. Ninja, you still pissing on your nuts, ninja. Like, I'm not saving you. Right? But if you want to learn something and you do want to be saved, come over to the Patreon and join the family. I'm teaching the tools and I'm giving the guidance and the knowledge out to be able to survive the new world after America. Because it's coming regardless. And as you can see, the thought leaders, the intellectuals are like, yo, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. It's done. Fuentes and the like, agree with him, disagree with him. I don't give a fuck. I don't like Fuentes, right? That's my stance on him. However, he's an intelligent guy. And he's getting his bag and run. What are you going to do? Come over to the family, join the Patreon. These are the kind of talks that we have over there, including the tools, AI, automation, crypto, and geomaxing. Come over there, join the inner circle as well on the Telegram, but you can only get in through the Patreon. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. In purpose, freedom, and power. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint. PFP life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint. PFP Life.